Right now at 5 o'clock, a Louisville man is accused of kidnapping and sexually assaulting 3 young teens. They were reported missing at the time of the assault. According to court documents, Brian Sowers accused of kidnapping 3 kids he knew were missing. It happened here in Jefferson County. Documents say he picked them up on the side of the road, drove them to a park, gave them marijuana, and then sexually assaulted one of them. Police say he later took them to a hotel in southern Indiana, and the assaults continued. Sowers charged with kidnapping, rape, and sexual abuse. During today's court appearance, he told the judge he owned a business but could not afford a lawyer. He was later seen rolling his eyes at the judge.
I intend to hire a lawyer because I'm an LLC contractor. I own 2 businesses.
Okay, so you have enough finances to be able to hire your own attorney?
Currently, no, because I was supposed to do a project this week, my love, and
okay.
I'm not able to
Do you have any money in a bank account right now?
A judge set his bond at $1 million full cash and ordered him to stay off social media completely. He'll be back in court on June 1st.
Yeah, like it's just not okay. Like for him to do that, I just feel like that's very wrong, untrustworthy.
In his own words right there, a 15-year-old Western high school student gives us a painful look after feeling the brunt of an alleged assault at the hands of his own teacher and coach. That JCPS employee now faces a misdemeanor assault charge. Connor Steffen talked to the teen today, who explained what happened.
During an end-of-season celebration, as Aniston describes it, verbal jabs turned physical between him and coach Damian Smith.
At what point did you think this is actually serious?
He came into the room and he actually said, there he is, I've got him. And that's when he slammed me onto the table, put me up against the table. They started cussing and yelling in my face, and he proceeded to slam me on the ground.
The alleged incident took place about 2 weeks ago, post-banquet.
No, I was pleading and begging, I was asking for help, like, somebody please help me. And everybody was just watching. There was a lot of people in the room.
Following the incident, JCPS had reassigned Smith from the classroom to a bus compound. Tuesday, JCPS police arrested Smith.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. All right, Mr. Smith.
Appearing before a judge Wednesday, he now faces a misdemeanor assault charge.
Pre-trial report numbers are good. He does not have any criminal history other than traffic.
Given a $5,000 bond, the judge also ordered Smith to have no contact with any JCPS property. JCPS told us the following on the matter. Mr. Damian Smith is reassigned and not working with students as we follow our policies and procedures.
I don't think you should be working with kids after that. Because when you sign up to work with kids, you sign up to keep them safe. And that right there, if a kid gets you mad, I don't see why you should do that.
As for Aniston, he's finishing up the school year from home with remote classes. Come fall, the sophomore will start at a new school. In Louisville, Connor Steffen, WHAS11 on your side.
JCPS tells us the warrant for Mr. Smith's arrest was issued following a district investigation. He's due back in court on June 9th. And the man accused of killing Sheriff's Deputy Caleb Conley during a traffic stop on Monday was in court today. 45-year-old Stephen Xingsheng was charged with murder of a police officer, assault, and robbery across multiple counties. Police say after shooting the deputy off I-75 near Georgetown, Xingsheng drove into a neighborhood, stole a homeowner's van at gunpoint, and then later at a Lexington bar shot someone and stole their car. He was later arrested in a Lexington home. Today, Xingsheng pleaded not guilty to the charges in Fayette County. That includes assault, robbery, burglary, and being a convicted felon in possession of a handgun. His bond was set at $100,000 full cash. He has not yet appeared in court for his charges in Scott County. That includes murder of a police officer. Today, an investigator is updating Louisville Metro Council on the status of our jail. Last month, a 400-page report outlined concerning trends at the jail, saying the facility was risking lives. A year-long investigation by former FBI agent David Byer found an inadequate facility, poor supervision, lackluster training, and short staffing are largely to blame for deaths in the jail. In just a handful of months, more than a dozen people died while in custody. But he says Director Jerry Collins is working on those areas.
There's a lot of work yet to be done, and as I've told Director Collins recently, I said he's like the captain of the Titanic. When he took over, there were a lot of problems with corrections, and he had to try to fix the big leak, which was all the deaths that were occurring.
Staffing is another big issue Corrections is now working to overcome. Director Collins said because of accountability, they have recently had to fire 12 people. He said the state corrections facility just raised their minimum wage to $28, and Louisville is only $21 an hour. He also said that makes us close to the lowest paying corrections facility in the state. Checking in now with Chief Meteorologist Ben Pine on an absolutely gorgeous day out there. A little bit hazy, though. It looks like we're moving into summer, Ben.
It feels like summertime, but at least the humidity is staying low, and that is certainly the key as we get closer to summertime-like weather. 85 degrees right now, so yeah, rather warm, but we kind of have that reverse heat index. It feels a tad bit cooler than the actual temperature. It feels like temperature right now checking in at 83 with that humidity nice and low at 31%. And our airflow is coming in from the north and northeast for the next couple of days, keeping the humidity low. We've got a cooler shot of air that's going to drop in tonight. So high temperatures will be about 10 degrees cooler for tomorrow. Some filtered sunshine, a little hazy out there. And there you can see that flow from the northeast. Most locations right now in the upper 70s and lower 80s. So nice and quiet throughout the Midwest and the Ohio Valley. A couple of little showers off to our southwest, starting to move just off to the west of Nashville. So futurecast is quiet as we look hour by hour, with our temperatures dropping down to the 50s overnight. So this weather pattern has been featuring some cool nights and comfortably warm afternoons. And tomorrow, again, some cooler numbers here as we top out in the low to mid 70s with a mostly sunny sky. So pretty simple forecast, mostly clear tonight. Low temperature down to 58 degrees, upper 60s at lunchtime, partly to mostly sunny tomorrow, with our high temperature up to around 75 degrees. How long can this nice weather possibly last? We'll have the answer coming up in just a few minutes.
Okay, Ben, thank you. United we stand, divided we fall. That is the name of the new memorial at the Kentucky Capitol, honoring the people who died during the coronavirus pandemic. The governor was joined by families who know that grief all too well for a special dedication ceremony today. Lead me This month, the public health emergency for COVID ended, but during the past 3 years, we lost thousands of people during the pandemic. 18,000 Kentuckians died from the virus. Jacqueline Woodward was on the advisory panel for the memorial, helping design it in part because she lost her husband to the virus.
I know him very well, and I know he would say, I'm overjoyed and I'm humbled by this memorial. I also know he would say, I was just doing my job of caring for others. He will forever be my healthcare hero.
That memorial features green and white lights, the green symbolizing empathy and compassion for the Kentuckians lost throughout the pandemic. The light shines through every night until the sunrise each morning. 1 year ago today, a gunman opened fire at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, killing 19 students and 2 teachers. It is one of the deadliest school shootings in U.S. history. Today, across Texas and across the country, people are holding memorials, prayers, and candlelight vigils in honor of the victims. At 11:32 a.m. in Uvalde, Texas today, the exact time a gunman opened fire in the school, butterflies were released in honor of those who were killed. 77 minutes later, bells rang out at the local church, symbolizing the moment law enforcement finally killed the gunman. The community also gathered at a mass of remembrance. Kimberly Rubio lost her daughter Lexi in that shooting.
I want to save lives. I want to save other moms from going through this pain. And I also want Lexi's name attributed to change. I want her to be remembered for more than just how she died.
Across the state of Texas, flags were lowered to half-staff today as so many try to make sense of what happened. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis officially entered the 2024 presidential race today. The 44-year-old Republican filed the official paperwork today ahead of an online conversation on Twitter with CEO Elon Musk. DeSantis is considered to be Trump's strongest Republican rival, but a recent ABC News survey found Trump has a more than double the support among the 6 best-known GOP candidates. DeSantis' first campaign appearance is not planned until next week, but he has already made several campaign-like appearances in key states, including Iowa.
We've had a great day. I mean, it's been great. There's been great folks all around, and we're excited to be in Iowa.
DeSantis' next stop is expected to be Miami, Florida tomorrow, meeting with campaign donors.